I just have to document what I just went through because it was horrific. First of all, it's Jumanji outside. I don't know if you can tell. You can't tell by the state of my clothes, but I'm soaking wet. I decided to go to the grocery store because I needed some eggs and sugar for this bread that I'm baking. I don't have to bake it, but I wanted to do it tomorrow since it's the last day of school for my teachers. So I go to the grocery store, and it was raining or whatever, and I brought my umbrella, was wearing my rain boots, came outside. First of all, my car has water damage, and it has like a leak in the driver door, which means that when it rains, it damages the electrical system, and I've already had $900 worth of repairs made on my car for that reason, and so I have to keep a tarp on my car. Secondly, somebody came along. I put the tarp on last night, and somebody came along, and somebody was really nice, and they just like secured it better because I guess it's been really windy and it's been blowing off, and so they like made the bungees tighter, and they like put one corner on my antenna and like tucked the other corner in my windshield wipers, which was like really awesome. The only problem with that was I had trouble getting the bungees off because they were so tight. So I get out of the grocery store and I come back home, and the tarp is in my trunk. I have the task of getting the tarp out, putting it on, getting my shit out of the car, and getting in here. So I get out of the car with my umbrella, and I leave my stuff in the car, and I leave the door unlocked, thinking I can just like sneak under the tarp and get my stuff and leave. And I get the tarp out of the trunk, and one bungee I had left on the car, and the other bungee I had taken off. Well, I guess what I didn't realize was the one bungee that I had taken off that was in the trunk, it's gone. It's like, I guess when I pulled the tarp out of the trunk, it floated down the river that is the road right now. And so I'm trying to get it on, and all of a sudden, like all at once, the storm picks up, and the wind starts howling through the trees, and I'm in my, with my little umbrella, trying to, wrangle this tarp. And so finally, I get 3 corners, and I'm just waiting on the 4th, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to get my car and ride this out. So I get my car, and I watch these giant oak trees on the road, like shaking, waving in the wind like they're little toothpicks. And I'm just sitting in my car. I have a Hyundai Accent. My car is rocking, from side to side. And so I'm, giggling at the whole situation. I'm, stranded in my car. I tried to get out of my car about 2 or 3 times, opened the car door, wind was just, pushing me, and I was like, nope, and just shut it because I could not do that. So I finally mustered up the courage to get out of the car, mostly because the tarp had come undone in most of the corners, and I was like, oh no, where's my tarp? And so it's in the ditch. Well, it's up against the curb, and that's where all of the water is flowing. And so I'm picking it out of the river. And like I said, I found out that bungee is gone. And so finally I just was screaming to myself pretty much, and I was just like, fuck the tarp. And so I just shoved the tarp in the trunk, and I was like, I'm sorry, car. I tried really hard, but this is Jumanji. And I'm going to get my ass inside because I'm already soaking wet. Then I'm trying to, get the eggs out of the car, and, I waded in the river of the road, and I just felt like that was, an epic adventure, and I just needed to, realize that happened, and that was, it just needed to be documented. So anyways, I'm home now, and all I'm going to do is bake and then, be lazy for the rest of the night because I've had my adventure, my Jumanji for the night. Hope all is well with all of you guys, and I hope you're wearing the winter weather better than I am. Although this isn't exactly winter weather, it's just rain. Stupid rain. Okay. Have a good night. Bye.